Well, hello, welcome to Talking at the Perk. We're going to be meeting all kinds of basketball players and athletes here at Missouri Baptist University, right here at the coffee shop called The Perk. Great coffee. Here is my cup of coffee, and it's good times. Today we have two special guests with us, though. We're very excited about these two basketball players. Chris and Taylor are here. We're going to talk more about them in a minute. Both of them this year went over the 1,000 point mark in scoring. Really lofty things for both of these two young basketball players. So, Chris, I want to start with you. You're from Houston, Texas. How did you end up at Missouri Baptist University? I mean, that's crazy to be from Texas all the way here.
Right. Well, I heard about Missouri Baptist through Coach Goodwin. I knew him back in Houston. He coached one of my AAU teams. So that's just kind of how I found out about it, and he recruited me.
So you end up here, and you got to love, snow on the ground. I mean, you probably don't get a lot of snow in Houston.
Yeah, we don't get a whole lot, and that's how we like it down there. But it's not too bad. It looks nice. It's awful cold, though.
Now, Taylor's got a tough name to say. We're going to get to her in a minute. But does Buzzell ever get messed up?
Yes, all the time.
What are the worst ones?
Mostly just people say Buzzell. They'll real draw it out and everything like that. But other than that, it's not too bad.
Taylor Klingelhoefer is with us, and that thing's got to get butchered left and right.
Oh yeah. I think the worst name that I probably have ever gotten called was Klingelhoefer.
Ooh, that's not good.
Yeah, growing up with that during grade school was not fun.
Now you come all the way from O'Fallon High School. How did you end up at Missouri Baptist?
Well, the recruiting process for me was really difficult growing up, and I was at the point of just exhaustion just at the end of my season. And then finally it was one of my teammates in high school's dad was once a recruiter here, and he just said hey, why don't you try MBU? It's real close, and because I'm a Christian as well, and I think you'd love it. So I'm okay, and came here on a visit thinking, I'm probably not going to go here, and then I'm I love it. This was it. So.
Outstanding. Now both of you went over 1,000 points this year. That's pretty cool. Talk about that moment, Chris. I mean, I don't know if you were aware. Okay, this next basket's going to do it. I don't know if the Buzzell meter was going or anything like that in the mind, but you had to know. I'm closing in on it. What was that like?
It was a great moment. It was once I realized that I was getting close, it's actually something I was really looking forward to. During the actual game, I wasn't really thinking about it. I was just thinking about the game, so I really wasn't aware until afterwards. But great moment.
And your teammates, talk about your teammates' response. They give you the cold shoulder, or did they really celebrate with you?
They were great. Everybody said congrats, and they were real supportive.
Taylor, you just went over the 1,000 point mark a little bit more recently than Chris did. And I know your folks are at the games and all those kinds of things. So you were probably very aware. Am I right?
Oh yeah. Definitely was aware. Got a little worried at the beginning of the game. I just remember I had to really work for my points. We were down in Arkansas. It was really hard, and I only had 2 points at half, and I'm oh my gosh, but finally hit my last three, and I just remember seeing my mom and dad. My mom's got a big head of me, and she's screaming up in because I don't even think anybody knew at that time. So everyone's why is she screaming so loud? I'm oh, it's my 1,000th, so.
Very exciting, and I know they honored you a couple games afterwards, or maybe the very next game. I know they're getting ready to do that with you as well. What an honor, though, to be kind of right there amongst the legendary folks here at Missouri Baptist.
Yes, definitely. It's a great honor, and I just appreciate the coaches and the teammates I've had over the past years, and this year especially. They've all been great.
You guys are both sport management majors. Talk about that a little bit, what you're learning. Not don't tell me about your classes, but Taylor, tell me, what's that all about? Where do you think that might be taking you?
Definitely in the professional field, because I've been playing basketball my whole life, centered at everything around it, and I just can't get enough. And I thought, well, once I'm done, what am I going to do? So just anything in that field. I'm really flexible. It being in compliance center, or if I can go down even to Disney because they're down there, I'm I just will take any job I can get. So.
And you're a senior, and you're thinking about graduate school next year.
Mm-hmm. Haven't decided yet where, but just got to get my few electives taken care of. So my first goal is just to graduate. So and then I'll think about that.
And Chris, you've got a little bit more time left, but more than Taylor. But sport management, where do you think that could take you?
I'm hoping it'll take me somewhere in the professional field as well. Somewhere with some professional sport organization would be nice.
You guys are both. You guys have almost won twice as many games as you had a year ago. Your record's going to be better than last year as well. I want to talk to you about your coaches a little bit. You came here with one coach. Now Coach Brock is here. Talk a little bit about what makes him good. Like, what are the things that you see about him that you appreciate?
I appreciate Coach Brock's willing to compete. He's a real competitive guy. He's great in preparation and prepping us for each game and not taking our competition lightly. And I mean, if he messes up, or because everybody messes up, he'll own up to that as well. So he's just real great at that as well.
Coach Dixon's got a military background. Is she military in the practice as well?
Oh yeah, definitely. She does. She always pushes us to our ability, and she never takes it easy on us. Like when we have practice, she definitely makes us take responsibility for our actions during the game, and I've always admired that about her because, that's just how I am. I always like to work hard. Do stuff.
You guys are both spectacular free throw shooters. Have you ever played horse? I mean, the two of you. Have you ever played horse?
I haven't played against her. No, I haven't.
Listen, I want to get that on video one of these days. I want the two of you out there playing horse. I started going over your numbers. Like, you guys don't miss free throws. Is that just a lot of hard work?
Yeah, I'd say a lot of practice.
Is there a routine? Do you have a routine for well, tell me about your free throw shooting routine.
Well, I have to think about it first. I get the ball and I spin it once, and then I bounce it 4 times to everybody in my family. I do my mom, dad, brother, and then me.
That.
I've done that ever since, I think, 7th grade. Because I was in a state free throw championship from 7th to 9th grade, and I won 2 out of those. So and ever since then I did that. So.
Bounces it 4 times for each member of the family. I love that. How about you? A routine, just take it and shoot it.
Yeah, no, I've been using the same routine since I was about a sophomore in high school. Once I get the ball from the ref, I just line my foot up to the rim, and I keep my eyes on the rim, and I'll do 1 bounce, and then 2 quick bounces, and then I'll just let it go.
See, good players, they bother me. I was a bad basketball player. Good players bother me. When you guys came to Missouri Baptist, obviously it's a Baptist university with a Christian bent, and both of you are people that when we do the games, sometimes you're the guy leading the prayer, maybe all the time, and you've done it, I know, a number of times. Talk a little bit about the spiritual environment here at Missouri Baptist.
Okay, the spiritual environment here at Missouri Baptist is awesome. I mean, everybody's very open. They've got different, activities where you can get plugged in, different clubs where you can get plugged in, so your faith can grow and your relationship with the Lord can grow. They're big on it, and I mean, we got chapel every week. That helps as well, just with fellowship and different things.
How about you, Taylor? You, again, you're one of those people. The first time I did a basketball game here, I didn't know y'all did that. So we're standing up and they go, and now for the prayer, here's Taylor. It's like, what? We're doing prayer, Yeah, talk to me about the spiritual environment here at Missouri Baptist.
I loved it because, freshmen coming in here, I was so nervous just about, I always heard about people losing their faith. I had, a couple parents give me books about keeping your faith in college, and I thought it was going to be really kind of like a scary experience, but I found a group of Bible study leaders my freshman year, and they just kept me on track the whole time. And then our chapels are they always give you a message that you need to hear. Like, you feel like that it's just meant for you that one day. Like last week, it was talking about like having people going through a hard time and how God uses God uses you for His message. So it was just kind of like something you just need to hear, and that's just always kept me on track my whole career here. So.
It's terrific. That's why people are here. I mean, like a lot of people, not all of them, of course, but that's why a lot of folks come here. I want to go back to your coaches for a little bit. Is there anything, I promise they won't watch the video, is there anything you could tell us that would just be a fun story about one of your coaches, either one of you?
Well, it's been a long 4 years here. Let's see, Coach Dixon, sometimes I shoot threes once in a while, and she always lets me shoot my threes very seriously, but it just happened just the other day, and all of a sudden she blocked 3 of my shots from behind, and I'm like, Coach Dixon, she's just like, I didn't do anything, and that just really caught me off guard, so.
You like a coach that'll get out and mess with you, and I know Coach will get out and actually get after it with you guys a little bit, won't he?
Right. Yeah, there's been several times on the road where he'll play one-on-one with one of our teammates, and he's, like I said, a very competitive guy, and I think he's undefeated with that, actually.
He was a pretty good basketball player at Truman, I know, and so that would be a challenge. So you like a guy that'll get down, or a coach that'll actually get out and mess with you a little bit, like on a personal level?
Yeah, it was even kind of funny too, because like those hoverboards with the 2 wheels on it. Coach Dixon got on one of those, and she kept going around in circles and circles, and she couldn't get off. She was like, "Can't stop," and
I've fallen off a hoverboard. I have.
It surprised me. I wouldn't have gotten on one of those. She was afraid I was gonna get hurt. So.
If you were talking to a young high school student thinking about coming to Missouri Baptist or play sports here, what would you tell them? Why should they do that?
I'll tell them that because it's a great environment. Like you said earlier, the faith, great environment for you to grow in faith. And the teachers here, they work with you. Education is awesome. If they're coming here for sports, the coaches have all, they've been great people. Besides just being a coach, they've been great people. So,
how about you, Taylor? You're talking to a young lady that's thinking about Missouri Baptist or somewhere else. What would you tell them?
Well, it depends if they were an athlete, coming to a school like this. It's not any pressure where you have to be the star here. You have to be the big fish here in this pond. It's just like you can come here, play your game, have fun, and yet still succeed to your best ability. And then academically too, it's so great to have like a small campus and then having a connection with your teachers, because when I came here, I wasn't the best academic student here, and here my teachers helped me one-on-one, and now here I'm a straight A student now.
Wait, say that again. You weren't a great student early on.
I was not a great student before I came here, and coming here I really picked it up, and so it's just like having this environment really boosted my self-confidence here, like academically and athletically. So just having that experience is just something I'm not going to trade.
So I want to go back to you. So you're winding down. You got maybe 8 games, 10 games left. What's that feel like?
It's crazy. Just like I said, I've played it my whole life, and I didn't even think I'd, make it this far, and now it's just going to be like, I don't know what I'm going to do, like not having, of course I'm going to play like, pick up stuff, but it's just going to be so crazy not having to wake up at 6 a.m. to go to practice anymore and dread that. But I think I'm going to use this experience to go into my work experience and just always keep myself motivated and work hard every day.
Last maybe 8 or 10 games left. This will be the last thing we kind of talk about today. What are you guys hoping to accomplish? You guys, you're way better than a year ago. 11 wins already versus I think it was 6 or 8 last year. Where do you hope this season plays out for you guys?
We're hoping to make it to the national tournament for sure. Definitely be up there in the conference tournament, top 3 at least. So and all that's still in front of us. We got the second half of conference right here, and coach is getting us ready, and that's what we're looking forward to.
And you, the ladies have to be encouraged. This team is better than a year ago as well. When you think about the team goals as we come down to the end of the season, what are you thinking about?
Well, we're struggling right now, dealing with some stuff, but we're hopefully by tomorrow, we just want to work together as a team. Because right now we're looking for our goals right now. We're not looking forward to anything forward, just trying to get one day done at a time. And just, yes, our goal is to win the conference tournament so we can get to the national tournament, but right now it's just working together as a team. And that's our only goal.
Terrific. Chris, thanks for your time. Taylor, thank you. Wish you guys all the best the rest of the season. And come work for me someday. Would you do that?
Definitely.
All right. Chris Buzzell, Taylor Klingelhoefer. That's our first edition. They're the first ones ever to be a part of this show, Talking at the Perk. Thanks for watching.